Okay, I
Oh
think we're
yeah.
good here. It looks like it's all right now. I don't know. We shall see. Welcome to Planet B.O.B Special Edition with my partner in crime, Michelle, and I have to thank her for covering my butt past
Hey
last.
guys.
Yeah,
Uh,
bless your heart
Thank
for doing it.
God you're okay. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. I really appreciate you doing it. You did great job, by the way.
Oh, thank you. I don't know about all that, but I
I do.
definitely.
I
Yeah,
do.
this is not showing. I can't even get a link to it. Can you?
I don't know. Let me see. Yeah, I don't know if this is even going through anywhere, guys. We shall see what is happening here. Having some issues with Spreaker,
Link
apparently.
issues.
Let's see what we're doing here.
It says we're on right now.
Yeah,
So
it's showing it, right?
it's not showing it on the main site, but it's showing it here. Sorry guys, technical difficulties.
Yeah,
We're here.
but is it going out then? Okay, it's on
Huh?
here on the live thing. I found it.
Yes, I found it too. So how long have we been on?
Just a few minutes,
Okay.
so we should be good. Strange.
Okay.
Of course, I think everything's affected by this. Who knows?
I think everything's getting overloaded, maybe.
Yeah, could be, because I couldn't even get it before. So, yeah, kind of crazy. So, this coronavirus is going on a lot longer, I think, than a lot of people expected.
Oh yeah, for sure. This is the reason we're having a special edition of the Planet B.O.B for people just tuning in. We're doing this because there's been a lot of changes,
Yes.
just in the last week.
Yeah.
And a lot of things that happened. Like Denise, you are a person, because a lot of people are like, I don't even know anybody with this, but you had COVID-19,
Yes.
right?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
and I didn't, I told people, I was like, well, she's got something, I mean, I knew what it was, but I didn't want to be like,
Oh, yeah.
for sure.
I knew it, too.
So,
I really did. All the symptoms were
later
there.
on in the podcast, I definitely want to do, like, some question and
Okay.
answers with you, because
Sure.
it's not like we just know a whole lot of people that have this, even
Yeah.
though they say thousands do. I don't personally know a lot,
Yeah.
So, I mean, but like today, Colorado went into the whole stay-at-home thing, and
Yeah.
Wisconsin's so funny. Here they're like, oh, it's safe. They're calling it safer at home.
Yeah.
They're not really giving out fines, but it's like only essential businesses are open. But what's hilarious about it is they're considering a liquor store
Yeah.
an essential business.
Yeah.
So it's pretty funny, because it's like a ghost town. I mean,
Oh, yeah,
compared
everywhere. Yeah.
to what it was even 2 weeks ago.
Oh, God, yeah.
A lot of people are adhering to it. I am. I mean, it broke my heart today. Oh my God! I went to go give my grandkids like some snacks, and so they're stuck in the house.
Yeah.
But I couldn't see them. I couldn't hug them. I had to see them through a window.
Oh.
And had to wait to them and talk to them on the phone. I was
Yeah.
like so sad.
Aw.
It's for everybody's own good.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. But it's just sad we have to do this way. But if you don't tell people to do this, they're not going to have any. They're going to stay out. Look at some of these idiots out there. And yes, I use the word idiot. I'm sorry, but it's the truth.
Well, he says, well, okay, well, like for you, it was almost inevitable, because your day job,
Yeah.
you work in a grocery store.
Yeah.
I don't know if a lot of people know that or not.
Yeah.
But it's like, so you deal with the general public with very minimal protection.
Right. Yeah, none, actually. Now they're putting...
I don't think a lot of people realize that,
now they're putting in the plexiglass, what they call sneeze guards, which is about time. I think they should have done that when, during any season anyway, flu season, regardless. I think they should have had those up,
so
but
is
now...
it just going to be like a big sheet of like plexiglass, or is it going to be like it is, not like a plastic bag or anything?
No, it's going to be a big sheet of plexiglass between you and the customer. And they're also doing it at Target, Walgreens, and some of the other big stores, Publix now, I think they're based out of Florida or something down south. They're doing it.
That aren't a lot of the stuff that's being contracted, though, isn't it? Like through money and like
Oh, sure,
touching the
sure.
item?
Oh, sure, definitely. Back of my hands are chapped already from sanitizer and washing, and money has got to be one of the worst things.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But if people weren't told to stay in and self-isolate and all this, you'd have people like that one guy who sneezed on somebody on purpose.
Oh yeah.
And then said, coughed on him, I'm sorry. And then said, well, I have the coronavirus. And I posted that one about those teens coughing all over produce and vegetables, and
people
fruit.
are arrested for terrorism
now
for doing things like that.
Well, I think it should be, or bioterrorism anyway, as far as that goes. My question is with this, okay, most people are working out of home or they're, told to stay home, okay? You're not fired, you're just kind of laid off temporarily. Okay, so the parents are home, kids aren't in school. What are they doing out running around like that?
Well, honestly, I mean, it's teenagers.
Yeah.
How are you, you can't tie them to a chair.
You could.
Most of them are probably like, hey, I'm going outside. Boom, the next thing you know, they're gone.
Yeah, but that's...
and I was talking with somebody last night about this. It was like me as a teenager. I was trying to think, like, me way back as, way back. As a teenager, would I have taken this seriously? And I was thinking I probably wouldn't have, to be honest.
Yeah. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. I think I would have.
Teenage mentality, do you know what I mean? It's like, I honestly don't know that I would. I mean, I don't think I would have been around coughing on things.
No, that's what I'm saying.
I was never that stupid,
Yeah.
But I mean, I think that I would be one of the ones that would have been running the streets, just be like, I'm not staying inside. Look at me.
Hey, I probably would have been. My dad was a cop, so yeah, I probably would have stayed in.
Yeah.
Or my ass probably would have been in jail for at least a day.
I was a hooligan, so I mean, I couldn't. Like I said, I would have never done anything like lick a pole or cough on things. I mean,
that is just
stupid.
That is disgusting.
Stupidity.
Yeah.
So.
But I think throw the book at them at this point. Find the parents too. Look, you haven't self-isolated.
I don't agree with that because I can guarantee you, my mother could have never controlled me. I would have climbed out a window. I would have snuck out the back door.
You don't think so?
You know what I'm saying?
Well, they're going to pay for it anyway, eventually, one way or another, I guess. So.
Yeah.
Either a lawyer.
I know that some parents are just lazy and are sitting there, but I can guarantee you, for the most part, most of the parents are at the end of their rope. They're probably hoping they get arrested. So,
Excuse me. Good Lord. Yeah, could be. Well, even if you...
I can honestly tell you there was nothing that my mother could have done or said other than tying me to a chair as a teenager that would have made me listen. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I said, I was rotten, but I wasn't stupid. Like, I would have never done what
no.
That was just absolutely just crazy and ridiculous.
Yeah, I think so. I don't think I would have done that either. Like I said, I probably would have stayed home, though, because, Dad being a cop and all, they'd have picked me up immediately. But anyway.
Yeah.
Not much of a choice. Yeah, not much of a choice there. But
I have seen, like, people letting their kids go to parks and things like that.
They're supposed to be closed. Ours is roped off up here, actually. Which is, ours is roped, they roped it off.
They can rope it off all they want to. People can still park down the road and, walk to them, or kids can walk to the parks themselves, and that's what's happening.
Yeah.
Now, that's where I have the issue. When you see, like, these kids under the age of 10 running to the damn park by themselves, it's like, what is wrong with you people?
Yeah, there you go.
Again, some parents are essential workers, and they have no choice, but, we've created a whole lot of latchkey kids.
Yeah, that's very true. Very true.
So a lot of 10-year-olds are watching 5-year-olds right now.
Yeah, that is very true.
Unfortunately, that's that's how it's going.
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah.
So it's like, then we have that, and then we have just the isolation that people. I seen a meme the other day, and I thought it was pretty funny. And it said before, like, all this happened, you couldn't get people outside. They're like, I'm not going out there. It's too peoply. And now they're forced to stay inside. Now they're like just staring out the window, like, oh.
Yeah, you couldn't get them to stay and go out before, and now they.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, but I'm good with it. I don't really care at this point. I'm
Well,
good with
it's gotten
it.
to the point where each state is systematically shutting down.
Yeah.
Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? And it's going to get, I can guarantee you by next week, every state will be, I would say probably good 90% of our states will be shut down.
Yeah.
There'll be those few that there's only a couple cases, like, oh, never mind, we're not doing it. But I think it's going to be nationalized.
Yeah. Oh, well, I think at this point it needs to be, at least temporarily.
Yeah.
Temporarily. What do you think about maybe getting some workers back by Easter?
Some workers, as in who?
I don't know. Maybe some factory workers. Definitely restaurants.
Depending on what they make. I know. I got to say though, I'm going to give kudos to a lot of these factories, car makers, stuff like that.
Yes.
They have stopped production of cars, and they're starting to make ventilators.
Yeah, ventilators, masks,
Yes.
anything, which is actually that is what the government wanted. They didn't want to have to use that defense action if they didn't have to, and they have stepped up. Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
People are making masks and everything. I don't think we'll get caught unawares again because they said it'll probably be back this fall, this winter.
Oh yeah.
So hopefully,
it's going to keep coming back just like the flu.
Just like the flu, absolutely, absolutely.
And it's going to get to the point where we all form immunity to it.
Yeah.
And it's going to
mutate.
They'll be able to get a vaccine.
Excuse me,
just
gosh.
like the flu.
Yeah. Well, kudos to them. They're working around the clock with that. They've got over 100. They're trying to do over 100 trials and everything, and trying to make a vaccine. They're trying to get a vaccine, but they're going to start doing the plasma, not plasma, the white. Yeah, the plasma from the blood to people. Right?
Yes, I've heard that. Like people that have recovered.
Yes.
From COVID, they're gonna drain them and I don't know what they're doing. What they're gonna be doing, but they're using it to treat people.
Right.
Now have COVID.
Right.
To see if they can help them fight it.
Yeah.
And you know what's funny is there's okay, I'm about to get really disgusting here, people. So
okay.
If you have a weak stomach, just don't listen. Just turn it down for a second. But there's a disease. Well, there's a thing out there called C. diff. I don't know if you know what that is, but it's like where somebody gets constant diarrhea.
Okay.
Have you ever heard of this? People in the medical field know what this is.
Okay.
Anyways, what they do is, if it's like an extreme case of C. diff, and I'm going to get the actual, we just call it C. diff, but I know there's like a actual term for it. Hold on. But, anyways, what they'll do is they will actually take healthy poop from somebody and put it with somebody else, so that way it'll help them fight the C. diff.
Okay, I got that. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's disgusting. But it's something that actually happens. They do this.
Right.
So. Yep, they absolutely do this. They will take healthy, poop from somebody else and actually put it up somebody who has the C. diff, and it will help them not to get it. Like I said, it's extreme cases. I mean, extreme cases. But yeah. So, and it's very common. It's a very common thing that happens to people. Most healthy people can combat it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They drink lots of water and stuff, but then elderly, they can't. Or, people that have coughs can't. So, and that's kind of like the concept of what they're doing with COVID. I mean, not to that, that area, but
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
trying to take healthy blood from people who have recovered
Right.
and put it in people who have it now. So.
Yeah, yeah. And let's hope that works because it's helped in other, it's an old method this is that they're going to try. And it's tried and true, so hopefully this will help. This will
Yeah.
help. Let us know how this is impacting you. Join us in the chat and tell us your story.
Oh, absolutely. Let us know. I mean, I'm really curious as to what's going on with like the non-essential workers. Are you able to get the unemployment that they're saying you can get?
It's supposed to be. What do you think about Pelosi and what she did? Yeah, but that's about my opinion.
Okay, this is what I think. Okay, I think it's something that has been floating around for a while, and I think she brought it up and it was shot down. I mean, I have other things to say, but I try not to get too political on the show because then Mike Ronan won't let me put it in survival.
Yeah, I hear you.
I have a lot of choice words for that woman, but I'm not going to use them right now. So
okay,
we'll just leave it at that. The stimulus package did pass, though.
Yeah,
it passed last night. Like right now, basically, like if you make more than $75,000, you get docked for like every so much. But if you make more than $99,000, you're not getting it. Right now, it stands. You're going to get Each person's going to get $1,200.
Yeah, and
each child $500.
Right.
So, but now they're saying we may not get to see this till July.
They're hoping to start getting checks out in 3 weeks, is what the treasurer said. So keep your fingers crossed that checks or they'll put it in your account within 3 weeks. It'll start happening. So
that's what they say. But but then right here in that .gov site, it says it could take until July.
Wow.
So, and then, but who knows what's going on? You got our president saying he wants America reopened by Easter. Well, that's like a couple weeks away. I don't see that happening.
That's about 19 days, yeah. I think maybe manufacturers, because they can keep the distance, the social distancing thing. Restaurants, no. Restaurants are going to stay closed for a while. Definitely.
Restaurants here are open, the ones that can deliver, or you can go pick it up.
Yeah, most of them are takeout only, or they'll deliver. Yeah, which is great. Yeah. That's okay too. But I do have a friend, and when he's off, him and his wife like to go out and eat, and this is probably killing him at this point. I just find it funny because he likes to go out and eat and socialize. And that is what they do. They're not used to staying home like this. So, yeah. So this is probably killing him at this point. It's kind of crazy, but.
I know a lot of people like that. Their favorite thing to do is eat, because like a lot of the bars here used to open up at 7 a.m. So I worked with people. They would literally go, because it's Thursday, so they would go into a bar. They would go and eat something, have a beer or whatever, get back, socialize, and then they would go home just like other people do afterwards.
Right.
And it's killing them.
Yeah.
They're like, they don't even know what to do with themselves because it's like they don't have that socialization.
Yep.
So I know a lot now. See, for me, this is just like whatever. This is like my everyday life.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't like people, so this is perfect for me.
Like I said, I'm not complaining one little bit. I have plenty of books and movies and all that. So I'm actually, it doesn't bother me a bit. It really doesn't. I'm like, I don't have to deal with them at this moment. So, well, I think, like he said, though, we can't keep everything closed for an indefinite amount of time. It'll just destroy the economy. I think, that the hospitals, unemployment benefits will go up. And your, what do they call it? Job and Family Services, or, your food stamps will go up, and everything. So that is a good thing. I mean, they pretty well covered it across the board, I think. And kudos to all the landlords that are, you know, you need to take care of your family. Don't worry about the rent for right now.
Yes, but I wish all of them were like that.
Yeah.
But most of them are like, hey, by the way, we're not going to have maintenance, for
Yeah.
a while, but, your rent's still due, and if you don't pay it, you're going to acquire late charges. Like,
Well,
oh,
I
okay.
think they're not going to be allowed to. There's, at the beginning of this, no evictions. They cannot evict anybody over this, if I'm remembering correctly, which I'm pretty sure
From
that.
what I understand, that you can't have evictions or foreclosures right now.
Right.
And I'm pretty sure like electric companies can't turn off
No.
your electric, but that I don't know for a fact. You need to check with your local
Right.
places, check with your landlord, and check, just make sure that your rights aren't being infringed
Right.
upon.
Right.
Don't
Exactly.
let people follow you around.
And if you have if you have a mortgage, call your bank, who it's through, or credit union, whatever it is, because a lot of them are waiving like 3 months worth of mortgage payments. So
Oh yeah.
yeah, that was on. Yeah, I have nothing else to do. I watch it a lot, actually, just to keep up with what's going on.
Oh yeah.
But what ticks me off totally is here in Portland, Ohio. We're known as, it's like Vacation Land USA, okay? We still have fishermen coming in from out of state, from out of town. I don't know what the hell's going on here. I really, honestly don't. You can't go to the parks and everything.
The states have blundered. These so-called. They're not enforcing anything.
No, they're not here, apparently.
I've told people this before. Like in my town, I could literally run down the street naked with sparklers out of my butt.
Yeah.
And nobody would be doing anything.
Yeah.
Because the cops are more concerned about looters and things like that. And they're, of course, they're scared to get the COVID. They don't want to do nothing.
Well, God, they're getting it now.
Or like actual crime, they're not doing nothing.
Yeah. Well, one officer died in Michigan from this, and a lot of them are isolated right now, quarantined. So it's going to be tough.
Yeah, it is. People don't understand how bad this is right now. I mean, did you hear about that influencer? Oh, what was that kid's name? Hold on, I'm going to look it up here.
Okay.
My brother-in-law had posted this, and I just, it's sad. It's just sad that the youth of America is just so.
Yeah.
Not all of them.
Well, did you in the Spring Breaker?
But there's some moronic ones too, like this guy. He's a California influencer, which is, for people who don't know what that is, that's people who get on YouTube and they do things and say things, and it influences these kids.
Right.
And he literally licked a toilet as a TikTok challenge, and now he has COVID.
Seriously?
Yeah, his name's Lars. He's 21 from Beverly Hills, revealed on Twitter that he had caught the coronavirus. He uploaded a video of himself licking a toilet bowl last week as part of a craze. Followers trend set by TikTok user Ava Louise, who licked the toilet seat on a flight. It comes as the number of infected COVID-19 rose to more than 55,000. That was before. Now it's like way higher than that.
Right.
Now we're up in like, what is it, like 64,000, something like that?
Mm-hmm.
And this was just posted yesterday. So this idiot licked his toilet, and now he has coronavirus. Well, duh.
Wow. Yeah. Wow. Just wow. Well, look at all of them that still went to Florida. Now, the beaches were packed. What the hell?
Oh, yeah. I work with a girl right now whose son was one of those kids that came back, and he came back sick, but thank God I shouldn't say thank God he just has the flu, but he has the flu,
Yeah.
Yeah. It could have been so much worse.
They didn't care. They're like, they get it.
No.
Really? Okay. This not acceptable, people. Not at all.
Right.
That was just. But you have to. It's somewhat. It's the government down there, the governor and the mayor. Okay,
Yeah.
you
Well,
got to be.
they were afraid of losing money. I get that.
Yeah, but the thing is, okay,
But
they're going to quarantine people coming in, on planes and stuff from elsewhere. They're going to quarantine them for 14 days, but you left the beaches open. Wait a minute here. Um,
right.
it just, what a mess.
It is.
That was just not totally right at all.
Well, and that's what I'm saying. The states are blundering this, and I think that's why it's going to end up going national eventually
Yeah,
because it's almost like they're doing it. I swear, it's like they're doing it on purpose or
yeah,
something.
yeah,
They're purposely blundering it so that way the president can go, oh, well, since you guys screwed it all up,
yeah.
we're going to fix this.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
I don't
that's,
know.
like the New York governor. Okay. Yeah. He's doing a decent job. But here we go. Instead of, bitching at the government about what they don't have, you have plenty of factories and stuff in New York that could change over. Do it.
Oh, absolutely, to be making things that are useful.
Yes. There you go. I mean, why isn't he doing that?
Because that's what we did. If you think about the world wars,
Yeah.
especially World War II,
Yes.
that was what we did. Our factory, whatever the hell they were making, they
Yeah.
stopped making it. They started making things that were
Which
productive.
is a lot of
to
them
the
are,
war.
great. I think it was fantastic they're doing this, and our breweries and distilleries are making hand sanitizer. That's great.
I know. I heard and that's great.
Yeah,
You know.
absolutely.
And okay, I have to ask you, what is your gas prices there right now?
I'm not even sure at this point. I think it was $1.99. I
Right
think.
here in Wisconsin, it's $1.49 right now.
Holy crap!
Yeah, for the regular unleaded, it's
Hang on.
$1.49 right now.
Well, we're Vacation
crazy
Land
is
USA,
that?
Sandusky, Ohio gas prices. Let me check here. Of course, if I could.
So that's another side effect of this. I mean, I don't know what's going on. It's like, I don't know.
Kroger gas prices $1.91 right now.
Okay,
But
yeah,
my
they're
dad
right down the road here.
my
$1.49 in
my
Wisconsin.
dad lives in Cleveland. A week and a half ago, he got gas for $1.69.5. So there you go. It's just where we're
Yeah.
at that they jack it up, but it's $1.91 in Sandusky. So yeah,
Now, for a lot of people who don't know, I'm going to get back to the medical side of this.
yeah.
I wanted to ask you a few questions, for, some of the listeners that, if they're worried about this or if they think, when you first got sick, what were your symptoms?
Oh my God, my fever spiked. I had the shake so bad, and I don't even remember that day much because it was like I slept out and coughing, the dry hacking cough. It was a dry cough, and usually I'll get bronchitis or that phlegmy stuff. Not this time. It's totally dry cough. I constantly was coughing. I couldn't even hardly get up to go to the bathroom. Actually, I didn't go. I didn't go pee honestly for like 3 days.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So your body was burning it as fast as...
Yes, as fast as I was putting in a lot of ice water. I was just burning up the coughing and the shaking. And the fever. And then Tuesday, I developed the diarrhea.
Now, what were you taking? I'm just curious as to what you were taking for your fever.
Dayquil. Dayquil and NyQuil.
Dayquil?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. When I didn't take that, of course, it was Tylenol.
Yeah. So you didn't take the ibuprofen then?
No, not till later that week because the ache was so bad. I even.
Did you find the ibuprofen made your symptoms worse as far as like the respiratory?
No. It didn't do anything actually. Didn't do anything. Nothing.
Okay.
Yeah. No, it didn't even touch the headache or the muscle aches and the backache at all. So
it was useless to even take it then.
Yeah. Yeah, it was useless. I even took half a Vicodin to help with the pain. It was so bad.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Now, what did help your fever?
It broke late Tuesday night. I woke up, I guess, maybe just a liquid, staying in bed. I didn't get out of bed for 4 days. So, late Tuesday night, Wednesday morning is when the fever finally broke. I woke up, I was soaked. But it was about 103.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it really jacked up. So, and then, you just feel really weak. I'm not 100% yet. Absolutely not. I'll take a shower.
Oh, I would imagine. That's a long Now, at one point you ended up in the hospital. What were you in the hospital for?
I was having some breathing issues. My chest, it felt like real heavy. And I do have mild COPD, so I was in the higher risk end of this. And they got me in there, got me on the breathing treatments right away. And then kept me overnight, of course, for observation, making sure it didn't get worse. Thank God I didn't have to go on a ventilator, thank God.
That's good.
Yeah, but they had the oxygen going, of course, breathing treatments. God, I must have got 4 or 5 of them when I was there, at least.
Now, how low did your oxygen actually get to at one point?
It was down in the 70s.
Wow.
Yeah, it was down. And I do have Symbicort in that, and it just didn't seem to, relieve what was going on. And the breathing treatments, you know how nasty those are. Anyway, it's like, you get that aftertaste. God, I hate that. But they gave me the packets to bring home and use. I do breathing treatments here twice. It was 3 times a day. I can do it twice a day now.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, so, but that's why they kept me, because they were making sure it wasn't going to get any worse. I mean, it was bad enough.
Once you had that initial fever and it broke, did you have any more after that?
Fevers?
Yes.
Yeah, I was running one actually yesterday. A little bit, it was elevated, and I was just hot. I wanted to go outside just to get, the cold air. It was elevated some, but not anything like it was. Not anything like it was, so.
Oh, well, that's good. That's good. Real good. Yeah, I know we were all worried. I was like, oh my gosh. Well, when you first initially got sick, I didn't know you were sick, and I was like, has anybody heard from Denise? Is she okay? I didn't know.
There was no way I could even get on the, I was like, it was a wonder I could get to the bathroom at that point. When I did go, and your head feels funny. You've got this headache. The backache was a killer, man. Oh my God, every muscle. My scalp hurt. It was so bad.
Oh wow.
I mean, everything.
On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being like the worst
12
thing you've ever been through, what would you say this rate at?
Definitely a 12. It's beyond the 10.
Really? So
it is.
So even with like childbirth and everything, this is like the worst thing you've ever been through.
Yeah, it was.
So now let me tell you something about this lady for people who don't know. She is a tough broad. So for her to be saying this definitely says you need to keep your asses at home, isolate, do not go out. You do not want this.
No, you do not want this. Absolutely not. And there's really nothing they can do. They gave me antibiotics, too. Why, I don't know, but I was on antibiotics.
Now, that I don't understand. Why are they giving, but maybe because you formed the bacterial...
Could be. I don't know.
Pneumonia?
They didn't know what to do. They were even going to get... I didn't have the flu. They did test for the flu, okay? And you have to remember, we did not have the test when I got this. Ohio did not have the test.
That's true. But your doctor told you you did have it.
Yes. When I went to the doctor, and over the weekend, she told me.
I want you to tell people when you very first went to a clinic. Now, this was a few weeks ago, right?
Yeah, this was I got out of bed. It was the 4th day, and I was just so bad that they were like, my daughter and they were like, "You're going." Went up to.
She went to a clinic, and now at this point,
the hospital.
Coronavirus was the hospital. At this point, Corona was all over the country at that point, but it was still like low numbers.
Yeah.
But tell the listeners what they told you.
They stood. Yeah, they stood there and told me There's nothing like that going on in the U.S. right now. That is a quote. I looked at them like, what planet have you been on? And all they asked me, and this was the hospital urgent care, okay? This wasn't just some urgent care out there. This was the hospital urgent care they have. And they're like, the only thing they really asked me, were you in contact with anybody? No, but the fishermen are in town. We went to McDonald's. This is how it started. We had my granddaughter's birthday party on the 7th of March. She wanted to go to McDonald's, her and her best friend. So we took them there, me, my daughter, and her husband. And then she wanted to go to the park, which we went, but we didn't come in contact with anybody there. By Monday, all three of us were down with this. All three of us.
So you, your daughter, and her husband were all sick?
Yeah. All the same symptoms.
Okay, so let's think about the scenario here. Okay, you more than likely got sick at any one of those places.
I'm thinking, I'm thinking McDonald's was the contact place.
Okay, so you imagine if there was a few people there that had this and probably didn't know it, and then that spread, and then you went to somewhere else and probably spread. So there, just from being in the initial of McDonald's, there's probably 100 people sick.
Yeah, probably. It could have been one of the workers. It could have been, anybody who had been there. There were some dirty tables there.
No.
Of course, what a surprise, right? No. But by Monday, I wasn't feeling good that Sunday either. I was like, I started coughing. I was like, ugh, I hope I'm not coming down with something. By Monday, it was, yeah. By Monday, all three of us.
So it makes me wonder how many people were turned away by a hospital that had this.
Yeah.
And
especially,
and they're like, oh, well, this isn't going on here, or whatever. But I mean, but at that time, on their defense, I'm not, definitely not defending them. That was kind of stupid to say something like that.
Yeah, I was like, I looked.
At the time, there wasn't that many cases.
No, especially Ohio hadn't had its first case till the Monday we were sick. Okay, so that's when it started here, but it wasn't, only a couple. It wasn't that bad. But by the end of the week, they were saying, everybody self-isolate, which I already was on quarantine, basically. And, then DeWine came on and he finally did something. But apparently, poor Clinton didn't get the message because we still have these fishermen coming in. And it's like, have you come in contact with anybody? God only knows. People are in and out. We don't know, Yeah,
and that's where these states need to buck up and be like, they need to put chains across the docks. They need to tell people, look, this is that happening.
Excuse me. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. And they're coming in and putting their boats in. It's like, what is wrong with this city?
Well,
I don't understand.
They're not coming to put their boats in. They're stopping at the store. They're,
Sure. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. Absolutely. They're stopping, well, now you can't go in the restaurants, but you could 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. Well, I was here 2 weeks ago, but then all of a sudden they closed time. Now you can go through drive-thrus.
Yeah.
And they can deliver stuff to you, but you can't.
But, before DeWine closed everything down, the restaurants and everything, Clinton pretty much did what they wanted, which is, par for the course around here, which I find very disappointing. I'm so disappointed in the city right now. You have no idea. Kroger's is doing more than the actual cities is, all the restaurants and everything.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
That is absolutely crazy.
Yeah, it is. But God, you do not want this, believe me. The aching itself, my back hurts so bad. It was horrible.
And like I said, for somebody who's been through childbirth and knee replacement surgery and all the stuff that you've been through, for you to say that this is the worst thing you've ever had.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it is. It is. I don't wish this on anybody. Honestly, I don't. You could get mild symptoms. Now, Dakota, she didn't really get sick. She had a fever one day. She wasn't feeling well. She said she felt dizzy, which I was too. It was like a dizzy feeling. Now it's kind of like, I can't explain it. Like if you get up and your head feels like it's stuffed full of cotton. Okay, you're not dizzy, but you don't feel right yet.
You just feel off.
Yeah, everything's still off. Definitely
For
sleeping a
people who
lot.
don't know, so does her granddaughter. And how
Yeah,
old is she?
8. It was her 8th
8 years
birthday.
old.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yep.
at 8 years old, she was just having mild symptoms.
Yeah, she just had the fever, but it spiked. It was over 103. They almost took her to the hospital. But
Oh my God.
yeah, her fever went up that high. And but they gave her the, of course, children's Motrin, and boom, a couple hours she was back to normal.
Oh, that's good at least.
Yeah, yeah. So she did not get it as bad as some kids are getting it. Look at that poor 25-year-old. There was no underlying issues, and he was put in an induced coma for this.
Okay, and that's what people need to understand. This isn't, I've heard this so many times,
Yes.
well, this is an old person's disease. No, it's not.
No.
Anybody can get this. It doesn't matter if you're 2 weeks old or you're 100, or if you're 92 years old, 102. It doesn't matter. You can get this.
In fact, there was a 3-week-old in, where was that? Might have been Michigan. 3 weeks old that had it. Thank God the baby was able to come home. But, yeah, she...
Well, in China, there were newborns being born with it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I understand the media blows things out of proportion. I do get that.
Yeah.
I know they're stretching it and making it sound way worse than it is, but this is, well, like you were somebody that's lived through this.
Yeah.
You've gone through this.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely this isn't the media, making up stories. This is a person who you're still obviously living through it because you're still not well.
No, indefinitely.
You're still not 100%.
No, if I take a shower, it takes me forever now. Where 20 minutes done, boom. Now it's like, oh my God, I got to sit down. I'll get a load of laundry, put laundry in or something and clean up a little bit, but then I have to sit down. I get tired. It is.
Your body just put through hell.
Yeah, and it is a long time. You recover. It's a while before you totally recover from this. Absolutely, because it kind of sticks with you.
So, if you knew then what you know now, would you have gone out to places?
No, absolutely not. I'd have been, no, let's make burgers on the grill or something. Yeah, no, absolutely not.
Yeah.
No, I would not have gone.
So this is your warning, people. This is, you know now what can happen. You know that this is the outcome. Stay home. Please
stay home. Please follow the guidelines. And I was really adamant. I was washing my hands all the time. I always use a, disinfectant on my counters and stuff. I was doing really well till I went there.
And just one kid's party, this is what happened.
Yep. Absolutely. And it was so strange that by Monday, all 3 of us were down. And it
was almost instant, so it wasn't no 14-day
oh, hell no.
period and all that crap.
No, 2 days. Well, they said anywhere from, I think, 2 to 14, right? We got it in 2 days. 2 days. We were down and out.
You were probably contagious those 2 days, too.
Sure.
So God knows who else got it.
Yeah. You think?
So that's another thing to think about. If you don't want to think about yourselves, people, think about somebody else.
Yeah.
Because where you didn't know what was going on, now we do.
Yes, absolutely.
So now if you're doing it intentionally.
And the only place...
I literally seen my grandkids through a window.
Yeah.
I
know. That's so sad.
On the phone.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I know, it was sad. It teared me up a little bit. I brought them snacks and brought them some books and stuff, and there they were at their window, and they're waving, and they're talking to me on the phone. And it's like, and then the little one, she's just 2, and she's just looking, she smiles, she's kind of got that weird look like, why are you out there?
Yeah. Well, they kind of, I guess, my daughter and husband were talking about it and, places being closed and stuff. And Dakota had overheard this, and she had some questions. And they didn't lie to her. They, told her, what was going on and everything. But I don't know what the schools told the kids, but she came home from school like the week before this about this coronavirus. and right before they shut the schools down. And she came home terrified. I don't want to go back to school. I'm going to die. So I don't know exactly what they told these kids, but it really scared them.
Well, luckily my grandkids are germaphobes like their mother, so
Yeah.
and their grandmother. So it's like they had the sidewalk chalk and they drew on their porch. They drew like this line and said, "Do not cross this line."
There you go.
It cracked me up so much.
That's great.
But, I mean, it's sad that it's come to that because, in my profession, I take care of the elderly.
Right.
So I do work in a
you're on the front lines here.
Home setting.
So thank you for all your hard work because you guys are on the front lines. Absolutely.
Well, thank you. Like I said, I actually feel safer at work than I do outside. At least there we had gowns, gloves, and masks for the moment.
Yeah.
But it's so sad because you see these families, and they were doing the same thing that I was doing with my, they stand outside their windows and they talk on the phone, and it was just, it's so sad, you know.
If anything, guys, get that granddad iPad, that you can talk to your family, if they don't do Skype or whatever, which most of my dad doesn't, are you kidding? But, something like that, so you can see them face to face, FaceTime.
There are things you can do. There are so many things you can do. And I know it sucks. You go stir crazy, It's insane. I saw something today that I thought was really, really cool. Is people were getting dry erase markers for their kids, and they were drawing on the windows.
There you go. Go for it. It comes off.
They were drawing like Easter decorations on their windows with the dry erase markers.
Hey, why not?
I thought that was a neat idea. Keep the kids busy, out of your hair for a little while.
Yep.
And it's something that can just be wiped off. So
yeah, it's not a big deal at that point. God, I thought I am going to get a Dakota next week. I mean, we're finally going to be we're over it. Basically, we're in the downside of it. Maybe do some paper mache or something. I haven't done that in years.
There's so many things. I saw some people were putting up Christmas decorations.
Yes, I thought that was very cool.
I mean, you don't mean it would be Halloween, but still, it would be neat to do that, just to start, just like, what, heck, let's have some Christmas,
Yeah, well, they figured people could drive around and look at the lights and not have to get out of their car, families, which it's a great idea. But you can do Halloween, too. Why not? Why not?
Heck yeah.
Do what you want.
That's what I say, as long as you're not putting yourself or others at risk.
Yeah, please don't do that. You have to understand, you could be a carrier, what they call asymptomatic. Just a carrier. You won't get any symptoms or get sick, but you will spread it.
Or if you do, it's just like a minor sniffle, or you just feel like you're like an allergy or something.
Right, exactly. So, but you can infect so many people. So many people. By just even one trip to the store. Unfortunately, by Friday, I'm going to have to get some groceries, but this is going to suck.
Well,
but
I mean, when you have to, but use common sense,
yes.
You bring some alcohol, sanitizer. Most stores even have it in their stores where you can use it for free.
Oh, yeah, they do.
They have it at their counters and whatnot.
Yeah.
Or you can wear, like I told you, even if you wear some winter gloves, like the little strict gloves, it's not going to do a whole lot, but it'll do something.
Yeah, I'm wearing gloves when I do go out.
Stuff.
So, I'm going to be wearing gloves for sure. Because I don't know if anybody coughed on anything or sneezed on it. After you see that, it's like, God, maybe somebody did it here. And unfortunately, we heard today in Toledo, a gas station, of course, one of the things that's open, got robbed. So I think... please be careful out there. That is going to be an issue. And they're also worried if people, are too long in a quarantine or self-isolation, you're going to get looters. You're going to get home invasions. And they are worried about that. And I can totally get it. So I hope we don't see that. I really do hope.
I don't understand that myself at all because the stores are stocking. You
Yes,
know what
they
I
are.
mean?
Yes.
Like they in the all you know, the off kind of store, like the Family Dollar, the Dollar Tree, stuff like that.
Right.
Dollar General. They're stocking their shelves every single day. So even if you can't find something one day, you might be able to find it at a different store, or you'll get it the next day.
Oh, here's a story. My son-in-law went to the Walmart here, right? And he got some hot dogs and hot dog buns and a loaf of bread, okay? They have people at the checkouts, and they told him he had to put one of the bread items back.
Yeah, you're only allowed so many.
Yeah, one. He could either keep the hot dog buns or keep the bread. So, he couldn't have both. So, be aware of this when you go out. Don't get all, he's like, oh, okay, and he didn't.
Well, it's because of these idiots that bought up, 40 things of this and 100 things of that.
A friend of theirs.
That's what caused those shortages.
Excuse me, a friend of theirs. Okay, she's a single mom with 2 kids. Okay, that's fine. She panicked, and she is a hoarder now. And she, in her kitchen, there's an 18-inch space you can walk through. The rest of the counters and the tables and everything are full of food. She panicked.
That's insane.
So she is one of those. She should be good.
I told people before this happened to be prepared.
Yeah.
Because I've seen it happening in Australia. I saw it happening in Italy and England. I told people before it ever happened here, this is coming, be prepared. And I also told them, do not go out and buy 10 million things. Just get you enough to last like a week or two.
Right.
And if people would have done that, they would have been fine.
Oh.
But also another thing that a lot of Americans don't understand, or people that are listening, it wasn't just the hoarders that did this.
No.
People got bombarded. These stores that weren't used to having that many people in one day.
No, not like it has been.
Coming in. Because even with the limit, stuff is disappearing. But they are restocking, as I said. But it's hard to get stuff.
Yeah.
You have to get there at a certain time or whatever. But thank God they're putting limits now.
Yeah.
I am very happy about that.
And Kroger's and them are also, it's limits. You cannot buy. Well, look at that one couple I put on there in Kentucky. They wanted to buy 552 cans of Mountain Dew. Seriously?
It's ridiculous. And another thing too, you can get these places online.
Yeah.
The grocery stores, and you can order what you need. And 9 times out of 10, the shoppers that they have there will be able to get what you need.
Yeah.
So they can get it, and then they can bring it out to your car. You don't ever even have to see the store.
Exactly.
So take advantage of these things.
Yeah, it's so ridiculous. 552 cans of Mountain Dew. What are you going to fill a pool with it? I just I don't get it. I don't understand.
And, like I said, everybody's making sacrifice. I'm not saying there's somebody that I just met that, we get along famously and very special to me, and I would love to start a relationship with this person, but we can't travel to see each other because...
Right. Yeah.
But we're sacrificing that because we don't want to get each other sick. We don't want to get our family sick.
Absolutely.
So
yeah. That's like, even for Easter. Now, since we've had it, we've probably built up antibodies for it. So, my daughter and her husband will probably come over for Easter dinner. Now, my dad, on the other hand, probably not. He has not had it, and I wouldn't want to expose it to him, because, if I miss a spot somewhere, God forbid, I don't want him getting it, period. So you're going to miss a spot here and there, probably. Isn't that strange about that Princess Cruise Line? That stuff was on there, traces of it, for like 17 days.
Yeah, well, they say these things if they can get into a crevice or something. Yeah. They basically they live off each other or something.
Ooh,
the virus kind of lives off itself, which is totally bizarre.
Yeah, it is. That is, and the strange thing about this is it had actually mutated twice before we actually got it here in the U.S. It mutated twice. Yeah. So now they're saying a new symptom, apparently it mutated again, is your You can't taste things or smell things. Your taste goes.
Wow.
And that's all you'll get, but that's a sign of it now. So that's something new. You can't actually taste what you're eating.
That's true.
So that's a new thing that, popped up. I'm like, oh, great, wonderful.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I who knows how many times this virus has mutated already. It is really a slippery devil.
They said it's doing it so fast that they can't even keep up with it.
Yeah, exactly. This is so bizarre. You know what is strange? They're finding out. Did you hear about China? That they...
Which part?
About the doctors. They detained them and they made them one retract his statement. And they destroyed all the samples they had in the lab. They're investigating them at this point because apparently it was like 2 months before they told anybody what was going on. They shut them up.
Oh, wow.
So they're talking...
Okay, well, since we are us, we need to jump down the conspiracy alley.
Right.
Okay? Because
well, yeah.
We're not before we start this, we're not saying there's any truth to any of this. We're not saying that this is definitely what's going on, but we're going to tell you some of the conspiracies that are going around right now.
Yeah.
And one of them is that of course this was a man-made thing.
Yeah.
That it was released to control the population or whatever, anything's possible, of course.
Yeah, of course.
That's what
Yeah. But if you remember...
Personally, I don't think nature could be this brilliant or they would have already gotten rid of us a long time ago.
It could well be. They're not sure, I don't think, whether it is or not. Because, China destroyed all the samples they had in the lab. Destroyed them.
Yeah.
Remember those 3 got arrested, too. People forget that.
Oh, yeah. That's true.
Yeah, that they got arrested. We're not even sure what they got arrested for at this point. I don't think we did then either, did we, actually?
No, it was like a lot of gibberish and, not whatever. But, it's like one of those things, it's like I told people, man-made, nature-made, does it really matter? It's here. We have to deal with it.
Exactly.
Once we deal with this and everybody's well and we figure out how we can control this, then we can start going, okay.
Yeah.
Let's find out how the hell this started.
No, that's exactly what they're going to do. That's exactly what they're going to do because they...
at this point, I honestly don't see an end to this until probably summer.
Yeah, probably. Hopefully some things can be open, manufacturers or whatever. I think restaurants are going to be the hardest hit.
Yeah. Like clothing stores, things like that.
Yeah, you're good. But you can go online.
And that's part of the next conspiracy that's on the list here is that this shutdown and this lockdown was created to basically force people to totally shop online because they think that this shutdown is going to break a lot of the stores, that they're not going to come back from this, and that is going to force us all just to start shopping online, being total digital. Yeah,
no, I don't think so.
I see. Yeah, that's me. I just can't imagine. I mean, maybe because I can see like people shopping digital and then selling it in the store.
Yeah.
So that's what they do anyways. So,
but I don't see that totally happening.
No, I don't either. The one thing that freaked me out though, I see on the news a lot of the Waffle Houses are closing. And anybody who knows anything in America is like, if the freaking Waffle Houses are closing, we're kind of screwed because they never close.
I know, right? And Denny's, If you've never been, out at, drunk and go eat, at a Waffle House, you haven't lived.
Well, I think a lot of the reasons the Waffle Houses were probably closing, and some people say it's finance. I think it's because they had the open kitchen.
Probably.
It's like right behind the counter, so there's no barrier, and Waffle House doesn't have like a drive-through. There's really no takeout program, so you can't sit in the diner anymore. So
yeah,
I'm
absolutely.
sure they'll be back eventually. I hope.
I think you're going to find, I think when the economy does start back, it's going to come back strong because I don't know about anybody else, but I'm going to have to get out eventually.
My daughter was just saying that today. She's like, Mom, and she's not a people-y person either, but she's like, Mom, I would love to be able to just go out and walk through a store right now without thinking about having to die.
Yeah, yeah. Isn't that the truth? It's the truth, unfortunately. Right now I don't care. The weather's crappy, whatever. I wish it would warm up some so I could at least sit outside. At least that. But, I'm ready to open windows and stuff at this point. Other than that, it hasn't really bothered me that much. I sleep a lot, unfortunately.
Yeah. With you, I think it's going through what you did.
I think
everything you described, that was just horrible. I mean, you think about labor, what you went through for labor. That you had to sleep for a while. So imagine this disease gives. Like I said, for a person who's gone through labor and the surgeries that you have, to say this is the worst thing you've ever been through, it's bad.
It is. Even I had pneumonia and the flu. I had pneumonia, okay? This was like last year or the year before. And that was bad enough. But then the stuff wasn't working. Nothing was working. So I went back after 3 days. Back to the doctor. Oh, you got the flu with this. Oh, great. Thank you. But it still wasn't as bad as this. This was horrible. I can't even tell you how painful it is. You have this headache that doesn't go away. Everything hurts. I mean, everything. And the half of Vicodin just took the edge off, okay?
Yeah.
And they gave me a shot of something. I forget what it was. To help with the muscle aches and the headache and everything. Because my back was just killing me. It felt like somebody hit it with a sledgehammer, and you can't get comfortable. It's hard to sleep. You keep waking up. You're like, enough already, and just being in bed. I don't know what the hell I missed. Monday, I don't remember that. Monday I don't remember a hell of a lot. And I was in bed for 4 days with this. In bed, not, my poor dog, he was going ballistic, what's the matter with you? But yeah.
Of course, he didn't understand what was going on.
No, I felt bad for him.
And that's it. And this is, okay, so basically, this is what it boils down to, people. This is a horrible thing. Okay?
Yeah, you do not want this.
Do you really want to roll that dice and try to figure out if you're going to be one of the ones that's just going to get a sniffle, or are you going to be the one that's in bed for 4 days with a backache and 103 fever?
Yeah.
Do not play this Russian roulette.
Thank you,
Stay
yes.
inside.
Yes.
Stay inside. Watch a movie, play a game, paint a wall,
yeah.
whatever you have to do.
Remodel your house, whatever.
Yoga, whatever you have to do to keep your sanity.
Yes.
But just stay inside. If you don't need to go out, don't go out.
Yeah, please, just go out for necessities, pharmacy, some groceries if you need it. Other than that, please stay home. Please stay home, because I'll tell you what, had I known what was going on before that, I would never have went there. Honest to God. I would have said, let's throw some burgers on the grill or something. Let's not do this. So,
another thing, they don't even want family gatherings.
No, less of 10 or more. They don't. Yeah.
Oh, it's even worse now. Now they're saying sleepovers, which it totally makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah. You wish the kids could do it though. You do, because gives them some occupies them at that point. But no, you can't. Yeah. You just can't do it right now.
Well, no, like me right now, I would love to be able to see my family, but I can't.
No.
Because, I'm one of the quote-unquote essential workers, as
yes,
they call it.
Yes, you are.
I have to go to work,
Yeah.
I have to go to work, and I have to try to stay healthy, But the fact is, I'm out and about. I don't know if I'm going to stay healthy. I could get sick tomorrow, and I cannot risk giving that to my kids, my grandkids.
Yeah.
I won't do it.
Well, yeah, I won't either at this point. Like my dad, his birthday was the 18th. Well, of course I was laid up, but anyway, we were all going to go and surprise him for his birthday. On the 22nd or something. with a cake and everything. Because it's been a while since, anybody actually celebrated his birthday like that. He turned 83. But now we can't even do that. Can't even do that. So...
Nope, you have to send him a virtual cake.
Yep, a virtual cake, yeah, pretty much. Because we don't want to expose him. Because he's been fine, thank God. But, we got...
Well, and people say, oh, well, it's because look, Prince Charles has this.
Yeah.
Did you hear about that?
Yeah, yep. Believe me, I've been watching a lot of TV. Yes.
It's this royalty, for God's sake, it's these. Anybody can get it.
Yes, absolutely. Anybody, any age. Let me tell you. What was I going to say? I forget now. Any age.
That was about your dad, about not being able to get up.
Yeah, that's so sad because we really wanted to do that and all get together. But unfortunately, that isn't happening. But, Oh, and kudos to... Did you hear what the NBA players did?
Oh, about paying the stadium employees?
Yes, bless their heart for doing that.
Yes, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's not...
I thought that was a great gesture on their part to do.
Yes,
absolutely. And a lot of those people who work in the stadium, whether they're cleaning it, whether they're working the concessions, whatever, they're not getting paid right now. They don't have millions to fall back on.
Exactly, and these NBA players took out their checkbooks and are paying them themselves. So, you guys go, absolutely.
Yeah, and there was a thing that I had posted, was it yesterday in Survival? Well, anyways, that I'm in a B.O.B, and it basically says along the lines, okay, you look at 9/11. 9/11's a good example.
Yeah.
We had the towers fall, and it was horrible, and people... But guess what happened after that? America united, and we had flags up. We were all, ready to go,
Yeah.
And this is how this is going to be.
Absolutely.
That's what we do as Americans.
Yes.
We don't sit and cry in the corner. We pull together and we try to make shit happen.
Exactly. And it is all over the place. It is.
We make things happen.
Everywhere it is.
We take care of ourselves. We take care of our fellow people. That's what we try to do.
You have college kids getting together, I think there was 900 of them or something to deliver food. Meals to people who couldn't, the vulnerable, the elderly. You have this going on. Chick-fil-A, bless their hearts. I think it was in Washington that for the first responders, they brought 100, or the hospital. They took it to the hospital, brought 100 meals for them. 100 meals.
Yeah. Well, and like Burger King right now, they have that 2 free kids meals. If you order Burger King for yourself, you can get two kids meals for free. Churches are getting together and they're making meals for these kids who, 9 times out of 10, that the school was their only meal of the day, or they're not going to eat. So it was awesome that they're doing that.
Yes, absolutely.
And this is what I'm saying. Americans pull together.
Yeah.
This is what happens.
Focus on these.
Manufacturers make ventilators. Yeah. Freaking beer companies.
You love it. Yes.
Sanitizer.
You have Hanes going to make surgical masks. You ready? Yeah. You have GM. You have Ford. Everybody is doing what they can. They're retooling these places to make the shields, to make the ventilators. It's amazing.
So what we need to do as Americans now, let these people do this, and we need to do our part, staying home and not spread this virus.
Absolutely. I'm going on 3 weeks in the house, believe me, and I'm fine. I'm fine. I have books, I got movies, so I got video games, I got whatever. So I am good.
I literally go from work to home,
Yeah.
and once in a while,
that's what I was doing. I don't know when I'll be able to go back, so we'll have to wait and see on that. But, we'll see what they say. I go have a doctor's appointment next week, so we shall see what happens. But, let's focus on some of these good things that are going on and not,
And how many people like you that have recovered from this. It isn't
Yes.
all death and destruction.
No.
But it's a horrible thing to go through, and then you don't want to.
No, absolutely. They come out of the
People are
vaccine.
recovering, but they're going through hell first. So
Yeah, believe me.
you don't want this.
No, absolutely not. You do not want this.
You don't want your family to have it, because not only
Yeah.
are you rolling the dice with you, you're rolling the dice with your family.
Yes.
How do you know your loved one's not going to be the one
Yeah,
that
exactly.
ends up in the hospital on the ventilator or worse, dead?
Yeah.
Don't do it.
No, and I was very lucky. I could have been a whole lot worse. So, it was scary there. When they kept me overnight, I was like, oh, what's going on? But it was just to make sure I did not get any worse in, a 24-hour period. So, just taking a precaution, which was good. They were good. Didn't get much rest, of course. You never do. So I pretty much slept when I got home. But that's basically what I've been doing. You get so tired. And this goes on for a while. One lady, she was on, it's Fox News. And on DirecTV, it's channel 360 if you tune in. It's not as, I'd rather watch that channel than CNN. CNN's too political. This news channel.
Both, but I don't watch any of the news channels.
But if you do, watch that one because it is less political. It's more fact of what's going on.
Yeah.
Okay, it's more, it's not as political, and I get tired of that so much. It's like, really? And, on the Hill, get your shit together. Pelosi, go back home. We didn't need you there. So, I'm just saying.
Political. Survival, people. Survival.
Oh, my God.
I know, it's about to get political.
I know, but you can't help it in that fact, because they were ready to go and everything, and here she comes. Now, download on it. Go home. Is there any legal way to they can get rid of her? I just wonder, out of curiosity.
I think it's like any politician. They need to be voted out or
Jeez,
out.
Pete. Here you're talking to a person when PG&E was burning, California to the ground. She's worried about impeaching the president, and her state's burning.
Oh, that I totally agree with. That was ridiculous.
That was just...
Like right now, the main focus for her seems to be this digital currency thing. And this is part of survival, because this is something that they're trying to do. They're trying to make it so you have a digital wallet, which means they can they can track like every little thing you spend.
Yeah.
Where you spend it, what you spend it on, that kind of stuff. And I'm not fond of that.
No,
myself.
not at all. And she's trying to slip in these green things, and it has nothing to do with this. Stop it. Let them pass the stimulus bill. It's like, really? Why would you even...
Well, they did pass it last night, so it's coming, but we'll see when.
Yeah, so keep your fingers crossed out there. Help is coming. They said the banks...
So do you know, are they going to be putting it in your bank, or are they going to send it to you?
I think it's going to go direct deposit, as I understood it.
Okay.
As I understood it. Yeah. Absolutely. So keep your fingers crossed. Let's hope, they're going to get it out as soon as they can. The treasurer said 3 weeks they should start sending the money out. People start getting it. Now, the loans with the banks for small businesses, okay, which this is cool. I like this part. Your small businesses, they can get loans, and those loans will be forgiven once this is all over, as long as they keep their employees.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. Now, your bigger businesses, your corporations and that, they're going to have to pay it back eventually, but they're going to have different options for them. Maybe stock in their company or, other options for them to do this. They're making it easy. And these bank loans for small businesses, the treasurer said they're going to make it real simple. They can apply and get it the same day. So, plus they're getting, money to, pay their employees and et cetera, et cetera. So, but as long as they keep their employees and do not fire them and they're rehired back, their loans will be forgiven.
Oh, see, and then that's the kind of stuff I'm talking about. That's what needs to be happening here.
Exactly. So the what's in the bill is good. It is good. You have hospital relief, the businesses, large and small, the people, So I think they did a good job covering everything, at least, at least for a couple months. So let's hope, things start getting back
Yeah.
to, it's going to
Oh,
take a bit.
absolutely.
They're
It's
going to,
going to take a while.
yeah, they're going to have to do it like in phases, I think. I think that's how they're going to have to do it.
Yeah, for sure. Cat going. My cat's freaking out.
I know.
Oh, Lord. In the air, I'm telling you. But, all right. So, do you have anything else going on?
Nope. Nope. I'm stuck in the house pretty much like everybody else.
Bad.
Yeah, no.
All right. So
but thank you for I want to thank you again. You're on the front lines and, you're putting your health out there.
Thank you.
So good job. And thank you for,
thank you. I'll stay in it as long as I can.
yeah,
That's what I tell people.
please take care of yourself. Yes. And thank you again for, doing the shows without me. Much appreciated.
It was weird doing it without you. I gotta admit, I was like, so used to bouncing
I know, right?
Between you and I. It's like, there, and I'm like, okay, I'm talking
okay,
to
I did
myself.
send,
okay. Boy.
Yeah. I sent you something on The Walking Dead where it says they're going to do it early.
Yeah, but see, then somebody else said it was late, so we're going to have to look at that. Well, the reason we bring that up tonight was that we were supposed to be doing the Walking Dead podcast, but we're doing the Planet B.O.B instead because we figured I really wanted to get this out there so people can actually listen to a person who survived this.
Yes.
You had COVID and survived.
Yeah.
So
it's not a journey. Yeah, it's not a journey we want to take. Believe me, you don't want to do this. No. But anyway, we're hearing conflicting stories on. She said the Walking Dead season finale is being delayed, probably this summer, and then there was another one that said current season of the Walking Dead will end a week early. So we're not sure what's going on.
We'll definitely find out. So.
Yeah.
The people who don't give a crap about it are like, okay, so.
Yeah.
We'll definitely post it in the groups to let people know who are interested in it. And as far as Planet B.O.B goes, we'll be on again Monday.
Yeah.
This Monday we will be on.
And we should have every day it's changing. So, everything's changing, so.
Changing daily.
Yes.
Changing daily because just yesterday, they're actually just like a week and a half ago, there were like 199,000.
Yeah.
People in the world that had. Now it's over 400,000. So I mean, this is like growing fast.
Yes.
But that also comes with the testing availability too.
Right. And those drive-through things are also. You're going to be doing it yourself. You can do it yourself.
Yeah.
Oh, that is the most horrible thing in the world, though. Oh, I felt like they took gray matter while they were at it. Oh, God, I hate that. I really, really hate that. I really do, because I feel it going up into your brain. It's like, damn, stop it.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Yeah, that's...
Yeah, everybody. See, you don't want to go through that stuff. Stay inside.
Yeah, please, don't go anywhere. Self-isolate, bond with your family. You probably haven't seen them in a long time. If you work, you don't see them that much. So, make it some quality time. Build a fort in the house. Why not?
Yeah,
you remember doing that when you were a kid? Building a fort with the chairs and the tables?
Oh, yeah.
So, there you go. Camp out. That was always good. Yeah, camp out. Have a camping trip in your living or your rec room or whatever. Make s'mores in the microwave. Enjoy. Once everybody gets back to work, you're going to miss this. I guarantee it.
Oh, yeah.
I guarantee it.
Exactly. You will, because you'll be back in the grind going.
Yeah.
Oh, I miss those days when we were, all up together. I don't know, though. You never know. People might be like, get me the hell out.
Yeah. True. So, yeah. Very true.
Okay, if anybody wants to get a hold of us or just check out the links to the show, you can go to KVLP LLC on Facebook. You can go to KVLP LLC 4 on YouTube. And also we have the Planet B.O.B on Facebook.
Excuse me.
And also a good source of good stuff is Survival Wolf
Oh,
on
one
Facebook.
great page.
They have a mixture of everything, like the plain survival, the regular stuff, the stuff with the COVID. They don't allow a lot of conspiracies, but, you shouldn't be allowing conspiracies. But still, there's a lot of good information there and everything like that. And there's also a site called N8V Survivalist. You will not see anything about the COVID. Not one thing.
Interesting.
It's just all about nature and stuff like that. So if you want to get away from that for a little while and just kind of clear your mind of it, go there.
There you go.
The Survival Wolf for me is it's a really good, like I said, Planet B.O.B, we do it, we post stuff there, and it's great. But it's like Survival Wolf kind of has everything. Yeah. So definitely go there and check it out.
Absolutely. Great page. So, so everybody stay safe, stay home.
Yes.
Try to enjoy, this time, because like I said, we get back to normal. You're going to miss it. So make the best of it.
God's sake, stop licking things and coughing on them.
Yes,
all right?
Good God. Honestly.
You're going to be arrested for terrorism. It's not worth it.
No.
God.
No, find something better to do, okay? Just saying.
Please, for the love of God, get some Lysol wipes and go around sterilizing everything.
There you go.
If you really feel the need to get out.
Yeah, if you feel the need, grab some wipes or Lysol. There you go. Go clean the park up. There you go. Yeah, so absolutely. So, good God.
All right, well, I'm glad you're feeling better, Denise. I'm glad to have you back.
Yeah, thank you. I missed everybody. I did, but I just wasn't up to even. It was just, I didn't even care at that point.
Yeah, the sounds of it, Jesus might have been in the corner, probably curled up.
Yeah, I'm just like, whatever. Sometimes I didn't even turn on the phone. I just didn't want to. I didn't want to hear it. You're just.
I hope I don't get this, man.
I hope you don't.
My family, runs in my family, we hallucinate when we get fevers. The last time I had a high fever, they caught me totally naked in my coat going outside to go to Walmart to get a blanket.
I did that a few times when I was younger, because I usually, my fever will go up real high. And I have done that. I wanted to go out and play in the snow. I was out there, no coat, no nothing, out there playing in the snow. So that wasn't cool. So I've done it too. So,
yeah. So, let's hope I don't get that.
Oh, I hope you don't. I don't think you'll get up, though, honestly. I don't think you'll be able to. So.
I'll just be in bed going, no.
Yeah, I hope you do not. I hope, everybody out there who's listening does not get this. So just, follow the guidelines. Wash your hands. Keep your counters clean. Everything clean. Make sure if you have to go to the store, wash your vegetables and fruit when you bring them home.
Absolutely.
A solution.
Vinegar wash is best, so.
Cold water and a splash of vinegar, and let them set in there. It's perfect. Gets everything off. Pesticides, germs, whatever. The vinegar kills it. So there you go.
So there you go.
Yep.
Like that. My big fat Greek wedding. So there you go.
Yeah.
There it is. Y'all got the info.
Yep. So there you go. Yeah, that's all I got.
That's all I got. So you all have a good night, and we will see you on Monday.
Yep. Stay safe. Stay well. Peace out, y'all.